Hello and welcome to the Hoof GP. This is cow 2500, as she was 2 weeks ago, and as you can see, she's in a seriously bad condition. Just imagine the pain she was in with a foot like this. Well, today she's back in, and we're gonna see if she's improved at all. Spoiler alert, she hasn't. This is the Hoof GP.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall.
So today we're at a farm that we come to every 2 weeks. The farm, needless to say, and genuinely, sometimes I think you don't believe me when I say this, but genuinely this farm is fantastic. It's a beautiful place. If I was a cow, I would love to live here. Anyway, cow 2500 was in this condition last time. Scott the dairyman had already had a look at her. She was on pain medication and antibiotics, but there was quite a bit of work still to be done, as is often the case. Sometimes when you visit a cow like this, you have to go back 2 or 3 days later and revisit it, because that problem will progress and progress and progress, so you need to attend to it 2 or 3 times. Anyway, like I said, that was 2 weeks ago, and this is today, funnily enough, and here is cow 2500. I saw her walking in as we were loading up the crush actually, and she's not really walking any better than she was last time, to be honest, so I'm really keen to see why that is and if there's anything we can do about it. Just quickly, by the way, I get asked all the time about stuff in my private life and things. If you want to see more about that, go to HGP Life. That's HGP_life on Instagram, and you'll see all about the cars and kids and me at the weekends and things. I don't want to bore everybody who's here for the hoofs. I said hoof. Hoofs there. It should have been hooves, shouldn't it? Or here for the hoof. Hooves. You know what I meant.
I'm losing my mind. All of the things that I wish I could tell you every time when you're passing me by.
It's not hard to see what's wrong, is it? You get some blue roll, please.
I'm not going to pretend this isn't a disappointment, but it also isn't surprising. You saw the open lesion in the last video. Any animal, whether in the wild, in the plains of Africa, or here in Scotland, would always find that difficult to overcome.
I just got it right in the face. I can't believe you're videoing this.
Out of shot, that cavity of pus just exploded in Craig's face. You win some, you lose some, Craigie boy.
That's called being in the line of fire. Anyway, let's get her attended to.
The first time we saw this cow, i.e. the last video we shot on her, this cow had been treated by Scott the dairyman, and he'd done a good job, but after he treated it, the sole continued to delaminate, and that is exactly what has happened with us. The sole has completely started to peel away from the corium underneath, and it's become infected. Again, we continue with exactly what we did in the first video. We trim away all of the loose and detached hoof horn to try to alleviate the pressure from that bulging area you can see in the heel.
Clearly this is still infected. The last time we trimmed her, she was infected, and she had delaminated even more so, as sometimes you learn out of words, don't you? It delaminated even more than what it had when Scott first trimmed her. Today is exactly the same case again. It is still infected. Those antibiotics haven't done the job yet, and the pain relieving medication is doing something, but clearly not enough. This is a serious problem. Bit of perseverance, that's all that's needed. So the BoviBond block is still on, it's still in place, it's still doing its thing. It's just this wretched infection that is causing the bother. So we're going to wrap all of this with iodine to try and kill here. If you see here, this is granulation. So this is digital dermatitis, and it's attacking the corium. So see, I touched that and she moved because it's sore, obviously. Remember, she was bleeding before we picked her up.
You may be thinking, if it's sore, why on earth did Graham just touch it again? Well, I need to find out what is underneath that skin. Is there a pocket of infection? Is there an abscess there? I need to be able to determine what is going on under the skin so that I can advise the farmer as best I can. And touching it with my finger has just let me know there is an abscess for them to deal with.
So actually, as we're wrapping it, it looks like she will still be putting some of the weight onto that bandaged portion of the claw, and that is going to cause her pain, and we don't want her to be in any pain whatsoever. So we've decided to put another clog or block onto her back right foot on top of the one that's already there, and that way, hopefully, it'll be completely off the ground. She seems quite keen about it as well. Cows, like, if you saw a cow, if you're not used to cows, you'll see them as really big creatures and quite scary, and obviously they can kick. But if you show a cow a bit of love, a bit of attention, they give you back. Like, they really are nice creatures. Just like big puppies. I've actually just went to check if this block is still attached, and it is still attached, but look, only just.
It's very rare in cases like this where a cow has some serious trauma to her hoof that we can fix it in one quick hit, and it's certainly not the case here, but I am very optimistic for this cow's future.
That one's really solid. I kind of thought she had 2 blocks, and then it looked like there was only one, so yeah, there's 2 blocks anyway, but the black one wasn't stuck on it properly anymore, so this one will be. These rubber blocks are squidgy, so we need full height, so we put 2 on so that she's still comfortable, but she has that height. And now look at the difference in the height between the 2 claws. We've done this block dry, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I love my job. It's good. It's dirty, it's horrible, you get kicked, you get excrement, poo, crap, whatever you want to call it, all over you. In your hair, especially if it's like me. But I love it. It's good. Really good. Do you like your job? I kind of went, your job there, didn't I? Do you like your job? Do you like working in whatever it is you work in? Did you expect to work there? Is that what you expected when you were a youngster? This isn't what I expected. I expected to be working in agriculture, but on the farm that we used to have, but my father died when I was 15, so the farms got sold and my future kind of disappeared. Well, it didn't disappear, my future's here. I'm glad where I am, sliding doors and all that. Everything's good. But yeah, I didn't expect to be a hoof trimmer, I expected to be a farmer. Things change though. Yeah, let me know down below. Are you doing what you expected? Do you enjoy what you're doing, even if you didn't expect to be doing it? This glue's nearly hard now. So you're about to see how she's walking. Do not be over-expectant, unfortunately. It's rubbish, isn't it? I'm not gonna big it up. It's rubbish. She's still in pain. She's just the same as she was last time. But mark my words. Mark today's date, actually. Mark this video in your calendar. I'm gonna heal 2500. I will completely heal that foot. I promise. Make sure you subscribed for updates on her because, like I said, mark my words, I'm gonna heal 2500 and she will be completely pain-free at some point in the future. Hopefully, not too distantly. This has been the Hoof GP, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.